From what? Let's go see. It got cold here in Tennessee. Well, not cold, but man, definitely in the 30s last night. Today we're going to take the BMW and do my 100K route and see what happens. I don't think I've ridden it on the 100K, but I don't think I've ever recorded riding on the 100K. I've also got a new mic for vlog stuff, and I want to see how it works. Yeah, that started crappy. I've got a battery. I've got a battery coming. These big bikes just absolutely chew up miles like these, and between the interstate where you're so comfortable with the windscreen, and you know the adventure model's got these big tanks. I mean, I don't feel any air on my legs. It is like almost like riding a sport bike or a sport tour, really, because you just kind of fit in them. And that's what's amazing about, you know, the big GS. Here we go. We're gonna hit some dirt. Not quite yet. I'm a little early. I just forget what some of this looks like. I mean, this is a good view right here as you go into this. Not too rutted. We should be all right. Ah, cars. Yeah, this is just gravel. Years ago, this used to be just dirt, and it was a little bit more fun. They've really kind of upped their game out here. But you can see that's a pretty good river chunk right there. So we'll come down off this mountain, this hill. Look at that. That's a weird bridge that has probably seen better days. Over to that house. Anyway, here we go. Down along the river here. And if anyone's wondering, I mean, the GS just eats up all these little bumps and ruts, and I mean, it feels solidly planted. This is hard packed gravel. Actually, some of the hardest packed gravel I've ridden. A lot of times you come down here and it's pretty loosey-goosey, and it's had all winter, I guess, to compact and get stuck in the mud, and they keep it rolled. Over to your right is Roaring River. Spent many a year pulling smallmouth and rock bass out of that river there. Takes us on out here. We're gonna make a right and go up through some twisties before we hit the last real good off-road section. Still, it's a good way to put in about 60 miles on a Sunday morning. Let's see. He's gonna pull right on in there. This is home. There's one stoplight in Gainesboro, right in front of the police station. One light's out. So they have a bank, and you can see the town probably has seen better days. They do have a Bull and Thistle restaurant here, which is nice. Oh, check out those cars. Heck yeah. The library. The thing about Tennessee Hill Country is it ain't straight and it ain't flat. And what you got to worry about is people using your side of the road. Middle Tennessee for us, from the plateau on over to east, is great for us motorcycle riders. Yeah, the Dragon is a long stretch of curves. But pretty much, if you live in the Tennessee Hill Country, you get some curves. It's great for motorcycle riding. Just fantastic ride. You do kind of have to worry about a few things because there was a storm last night. I always wonder, right around one of these corners, one of these leaning over trees is ready to ruin my day. Everyone's using their side of the road, but I've come off this hill pretty fast before and had to share my side of the road with a vehicle. Tennessee, that yellow line is just a suggestion. This here road up here, oh, look at all that, an international, huh? This road up here, the first part is paved, but after the pavement, well, I'd say tar and chipped, but after the tar and chip, it is one of the most changing roads that I've ever ridden. Sometimes it's nicely graded, sometimes it's loosely graded, sometimes it's a full creek bed. Like the creek beside it has decided to take the road, and it is an entire waterway. So coming up through here can be a bit daunting. Nothing the GS can't handle, but we just don't know what we're gonna see. Could be nothing, could be everything. This blacktop here, and it's not tar and chip anymore, I think it's actual blacktop, just ends on this little road. But you really don't. Mostly, oh, look at that. That's just falling apart. Look at that creek. Yeah, up here, the pavement will just end, and it'll get, you know, kind of rocky. Oh, road closed. Are you kidding me? From what? Let's go see. It's Sunday, hopefully. Oh, wow. Looks like it is closed. Like I said, you never know why the road's closed. I got, there's a creek crossing right up ahead, and yeah, it's impassable. My DRZ could probably do it, but one, we're on property that says road closed, and I don't think I want to push my DRZ alone up that up the other side of that embankment. Like I said, you never know what you're gonna get on this road, and we got the worst. We got the road closed, and I tried. Huh, that's super weird. Super sad. Unfortunately, I bet that means that my little road is going to go away. Progress. Man, they're taking some of the best little roads and just... I mean, that creek does overrun that a lot, but man, just closing it, and maybe they'll just put a culvert in there. It looked like way back in there that they were just putting a culvert in, but in like a big 6-foot culvert. I mean, like a 4-foot culvert probably. I mean, it was as tall as me. It was something a little bit more than I wanted to get this bike in. The DRZ, I might have been willing to push it around a little bit more, but you know, the downside of a big bike. Oh, that just tells me that small bikes are kind of the way I might want to go. Man, now it's gonna. I bet they might be making it like this the whole way, because this whole road used to be just gravel, just not even gravel, like dirt off-road, and here I am, gravel road. Well, that's disappointing. That's a disappointing Sunday ride. I guess it's still a nice Sunday ride, but man, messing up the off-road section of my track. That's just incredibly disappointing. Incredibly disappointing. Makes me want to go. I wonder if I can ride around to the other end of this and see if they've closed that off. But man, I guess progress is okay. But I'm gonna miss that road. I'm gonna miss my test track. I am gonna wind up here on this road and kind of see where it comes out, see if it's closed on the other end. It does have a pretty steep embankment on it, and I wonder if it washed out. It looked like they were putting a culvert in where I couldn't get across, but they also might be doing some other safety guard railing, because it's the other side of this ridge, and it had a pretty good drop off. I mean, it was a pretty wide road though. I can't imagine anyone falling off of it, and it's been that way for years, 20 years. Okay, I always come the other way. I'm always coming out, so I think it's around here somewhere. Slow down a little bit. Not there. I think it comes out right around this curve, or right on this curve, maybe. No. Somewhere around here comes out. It's odd. It's so odd when you ride something backwards. Oh, there it is, and I see a road closed sign right there. Well, I'll be damned. They are. Look at this. They're tarring and chipping it all the way up. That right there used to be, you know, look like what it did down there. It was just a skinny dirt road. Well, I'll be damned. They did. They killed my road.